Hey entrepreneurs, I'm going to take everybody a little outside of their comfort zone on this one. I'm a big fan of the movie No Country for Old Men by the Coen brothers, starring Javier Bardem, Tommy Lee Jones, and Josh Brolin. I'm a very big fan. I know the movie very well. And I'm going to take a little bit of an unexpected point of view here regarding the Javier Bardem character, which in the film his name is Anton Chigur. He shows some characteristics of a good entrepreneur. Yeah, you heard me right. He's not a nice guy. He's a criminal. He's a homicidal maniac. And he's a psychopath. But he does have some basic characteristics that I do want entrepreneurs to have. He's independent and he can solve problems by himself. That's important. An entrepreneur can't always have the attitude of a big company that, well, I couldn't quite figure that out, but someone here will figure it out. You know, we've got a lot of talented staff at this company, X or Y or Z. Well, you know, he doesn't have anybody he can fall back on, as you're going to see. And he takes some interesting and very carefully planned steps to get the information and the materials that he needs. He's certainly a problem solver, and he certainly overcomes some pretty considerable obstacles to reach his goal. And yes, he's very, very committed. Entrepreneurs have to have this. And much as it's a point of amusement, because this film is certainly not a character you want to emulate, I'm going to force you, though, to see. He does have good characteristics of an entrepreneur, but he has many bad characteristics as well. Just being homicidal and violent and a psychopath is not even the beginnings of all of them. He's also got this weird obsession and fixation with coin tosses and flipping coins. But one of the other things I wanted to say was that it's a point of amusement. If you've seen the film, you never in a million years would have thought of this guy as any type of character that you would want to emulate. But I'm going to have to insist. I certainly wouldn't want you to take any of the actions you're about to see, but in terms of the determination factor, I wish more of my clients were like this. Number 4 in particular, I have clients who have sunk a lot of money, a considerable amount of money into a business venture, an invention, something like that, and then they give up for surprisingly opaque and unclear reasons. I can't tell why, and they're not under any obligation to tell me. They pay my fees and they say, we're going to stop. Okay, I have to stop. But they often stop for the stated reason, at least, that does not make any sense at all to me. They're not committed. And I've also seen clients that the smallest little obstacle can just jam them up. And I have the thought, this is so easily overcome. Why are you letting this bother you? What's the problem? I'll see that a lot with clients, and I don't understand. Now, I'm not in their shoes. I don't walk in their moccasins, and there may be a better reason than what I'm seeing. But in general, I don't care for it. Most of them are independent, though. I do see that they have the necessary independence. Anyway, if you haven't seen the film No Country for Old Men from 2008, nominated for Academy Award, may have won the Academy Award, I do recommend it. It's an outstanding film. It does not have a happy ending. It is not a pleasant film. Not anyone in the film has a particularly enjoyable experience. I still think it's a very good film, very much worth seeing, and the character played by Javier Bardem, a difficult character, he brings it off pretty well. I'd have to have you folks please comment. What do you think of his acting performance? That was pretty difficult. It's a character you will have no empathy with at all. How well and how believable was his performance?
The one aspect of entrepreneurship that he really has done well is the principle of self-sufficiency and problem solving. This guy is resourceful, intelligent, knowledgeable, self-sufficient, well-prepared, and also shows excellent timing, as you're about to see. He's a criminal, and he needs medication, and he needs it bad because he took a shotgun wound to the leg from the principal of this film, Llewellyn Moss. as played by James Brolin. Excuse me, Josh Brolin. That's quite a nice move right there. Notice how he delayed the explosion until after he was away from the vehicle so nobody would associate it with him. But the second thing is, I've never been behind the counter of a pharmacy. How did he know where all the proper medication would be exactly where he needed it? How did he know to have this tarp? There's so many things that show he's got a pretty good knowledge of medical issues, as well as the fact that he's in a lot of pain. This is very painful to have to do. I guess he won't be needing those pants again. Again though, moving back to entrepreneurship, this shows the principle of self-sufficiency, determination, problem solving, and not requiring the assistance of others. I don't see enough of that in my entrepreneurs and clients that I have in my law firm. He would actually be, in some ways, a good client, setting aside the criminality and the murderous behavior. Look how knowledgeable he is about medication. Look how self-sufficient he is. These are some pretty impressive wounds and problems he's having. By the way, can you imagine how dangerous that is to keep an element that way in a cut like that? Look at all the shrapnel he's digging out. That's got to be a pretty painful way.
First of all, weigh in every day.
This is one self-sufficient individual, and he does show entrepreneurship characteristics in the film too, besides just in these scenes, but it would take too long to develop why. Make sure there's no air bubbles.
Thanks for watching. Let me know any other topics you want me to discuss. This YouTube channel is to help you. This is for information. I want to hear from you, and I want to know what things are on your mind.